the right now video. It is still live streaming.
Yes, we are live at the moment.
Not at Tsunami though.
No,
So, no studio audience except for River.
Yes, we are in my dining room and living room at my house.
Thanks for having us.
Sure, it's always lovely to see you
With our tea.
Yes, so we are having a farewell show.
Yes.
To let you know what's going on, what we've been up to over the summer. So we kind of took a bit of an on and off break, other than you keeping things going.
Oh, well.
With some guest stars.
Ooh. James and Anthony will love that. Guest starred on the video. Cool. So we're just going to talk about, this will be like a farewell show extended check-in. We're just going to let you know, what we're up to. And I guess I'll start.
Sure.
I've had a lot of fun doing this video show, so I want to continue doing it. So I'm in the process of creating a podcast called The Indie Author Life. So I hope that you will join me there when that gets up and running.
We'll add a link.
We'll add a link. Once the link is live, yep. I'll add it to the show notes. But I already do have a Facebook group. If you want to find the Indie Author Life on Facebook, you can be added to the group and then hear all about my shenanigans and classes that I'm teaching and such. So I'm going to be teaching a lot this fall, and I'm actually meeting with the program director on Monday and giving her a proposal for all of 2019.
Oh, cool.
All the classes I want to teach in 2019.
Is that Bolama Lane?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that's lovely.
So that's happening. And I'm doing more client editing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm booked out until the end of October for edits for clients. And I'm, working on my own books too. I've got 3 that I'm juggling and decided that was really stupid because as we had our conversation, was that our first episode we talked about
I don't know
how many projects we could juggle at the same time.
Yeah.
3 is too many.
3 is definitely too
Yeah,
many.
and actually there's more, but
Yeah.
So I pulled back and I'm refocusing on just the memoir because it's the furthest one along and I'm definitely gonna, so I'm working on that. So I was working on that this morning too.
Oh, that's good.
So that's kind of me. I'm hoping to get, I have a goal setting workbook that I'm going to publish before the end of the year.
Cool.
So that'll happen. And,
do
we have our BAM?
I have a BAM.
BAM! So yeah, I guess that's me. More teaching and keep writing those books.
That's awesome. What have you been up to this summer?
Huh.
And where are you going?
So we did the farm, and we just harvested, and now we decided we're going to create a new business. So I get to design labels and website, and I've been doing that.
Wow. Oh, back to mommy.
Didn't want me. Sorry.
Yeah. So I keep going, when do I get writing time? Because it was supposed to be, after harvest, then I get writing time. And now that's pushed back, and I'm like, what? As long as I can do it really fast and get it all done, then I can get back to writing.
Yeah.
So.
Have you figured out a way to do both during the day, like write in the morning before the kids get up or something, and then focus on the afternoon doing all the
I was getting
stuff?
up early in the morning to write, but with school and having to make lunches from scratch, it just... And they have to be to school so early. I'm already getting up at 6.
Are you on the early one?
Yeah, the early one. So then I would have to get up at like 5, but then the dogs hear me get up, and they're like, I gotta pee, let me out. And it's like, shush, you're gonna wake up the whole house. Yeah, so. But plus, I don't think right this second I have what I need to be able to continue writing, because you have to keep that whole story in your head, and with as much that's going on right now, I can't keep that whole story really fresh in my head. I don't think.
I have an accountability partner and that I meet with once a week, and he challenged me to get up in the morning and work on my project for 15 minutes before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing that, and it actually works pretty well. Even if it's not new words, like if I'm just, like I got my Alpha Reader notes back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just typing those into Scrivener, and that counted. And so before I did anything, I just spent 15 minutes working on my project, whatever creative project that is.
That's
at the
cool.
time. I don't know if you can just do 15 minutes and then start cooking, or I don't know if that will help you keep it daily in your mind.
Yeah, he's been on a schedule lately where he like starts nursing at like 3:30 in the morning, and then he won't like stop until 6:30 when we get up. So it's kind of like he wakes back up and he's like, I want the other one now, and I want the other one now. And, it's been like crazy. So I'm hoping by the end of the month I can have everything launched and done, and we'll see.
Cool. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Me. So, what have I been doing this summer?
Lost a bunch of weight.
So I went on a ketogenic diet and got lots of energy and lost 20 pounds.
Wow, that's bam. That's awesome.
Yeah, because I think like in one of the last episodes we had done, I had just switched to being like low carb and was just going, I need carbs still. And so I got through that bit and then started feeling really good. So that's been wonderful.
Do you think that the weight loss is because you have energy to just move more?
No, I think it's because it's because I'm burning fat for fuel instead of, glucose from carbohydrates, and also because the fat is very filling and satiating, so I'm eating less calories.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, then I have more energy, so I do more as well. I think it's kind of that whole positive cycle gets set up, right?
That's
where
awesome.
you want to do more because you have more energy, and so you do more. But then I'm also actually physically eating less calories, and also I think it's reset or helping my metabolism, because there are times before when I was eating less than I was burning and I just wasn't losing weight. So that's been awesome. In terms of professional stuff, it means that I'm able to relaunch my business because I have energy again. So I am now teaching online classes about currently mediumship development. We'll move more into kind of general spiritual development, and I have one going on right now, and I'm also moving into...
There will be a link below.
Slide up. No, I'm moving into doing grief recovery work. Yes. So I have a seminar coming up later this month, and that will lead into an 8-week support group class to help people move through the loss and grief around one relationship, and teach them the tools how to then use that with any relationship that they have that's incomplete. And I'm excited about that. And I'm also really taking lots of time for my own self-care so I can continue to feel better and continue to heal the underlying, things that were causing issues to begin with. And so I have been writing in the sense that I've been writing a lot of blog posts.
I've been getting all those in the mail.
So I've been blogging quite a bit, like 2 a week at the moment, and with videos, and I would like to get back to writing a nonfiction book about mediumship development circles that is kind of like half written. I'd like to just get finished and sent out into the world.
Nice.
And then I'm not quite sure what will come after that.
How many classes do you teach right now?
So, I'm doing like one at a time, but I have a whole series of classes planned from now until kind of the spring in terms of mediumship development.
So when I think of online class, I think of modules, video classes. You sign up and then you have access to a bunch of videos that teach you something. So it's not a live thing at all.
Well, right. So right now they're live. So I have one class that's on Udemy at the moment. I'm going to move it over to another platform at some point when I get around to it. That is an asynchronous pre-recorded class that you can take, whenever you want to take it. So what I'm teaching, you have that one. You're enrolled in it. And what I'm teaching right now is a 4-week, basically introduction to mediumship, fundamentals of healthy mediumship class, which is a live class. So we meet online in a Zoom conference
Okay.
room once a week. It's Thursdays currently, so today. And after I finish teaching that course, then I'll turn it into an asynchronous online course where, again, you can just sign up and you get the modules and you take it at your own pace and that kind of thing. And so that's my plan, is to teach everything I know about mediumship, essentially, teach them as live courses, and then once they're done, make them available just online as, those kinds of asynchronous courses.
And then would you go back to online teaching?
Like to do live classes, you mean? Well, I will keep finding more things to teach, I'm sure. So first I'm going to do all the mediumship stuff. My kind of plan is all the mediumship stuff, and then I'm going to move into intuition and teaching intuition development and other things that I found that have helped me in terms of my own healing journey, like depth journaling and that kind of thing. So it's my plan for moving forward. And then I have more books. I have lots more books to write.
I have so many book ideas. I just cleaned out my office. Well, actually, I cleaned out my paperwork, which was monumental for me. There were boxes of paperwork that I've had for 10 years that I went through, each piece individually.
Wow.
So I did a lot of KonMariing my paperwork.
Like what you want to keep and what.
Yeah, what brings joy and what I need to keep. And why was I telling you that, though? Oh, no.
Ideas.
Yes, so I ran across a file of book ideas, and I was like, oh, neat. But now I've got a file folder full of book ideas, in addition to the ones that I had, rolling around in my head. I don't know if I'll ever get to them all.
Just gonna have to live a really long time.
Yeah,
that's what I've decided.
live
till
I'm at least 90, and then I can write all these books.
Maybe they'll all get out. Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us on this season of Right Now.
Thanks to you guys for
going with your
playing
crazy
along
idea.
and
Thanks for inviting me. This was a really fun project.
Yeah, it's been great. I had a good time doing the shows.
I did too.
You're going to continue focusing on writing and writing related things. I'm going to be focusing on myself.
Which we should all do.
But so I'm still a writer. I'm always going to be a writer, but I'm just not focusing on kind of book writing and marketing as much as I have been.
Well,
in that way.
See, I disagree with you. I think that your author business, the umbrella author business that you have, includes teaching as part of it, because that builds your platform.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's one of the reasons I want to do online classes.
It's another way for people to find you, the author brand.
Yes.
So I consider the teaching I do as part of my writing business.
Yeah.
So you're just focusing on setting up the classes right now.
Yeah. Plus you make more money from teaching classes than you do from book royalties.
Yes, that is true. I have discovered. Right now anyway.
Yeah, until it's but I mean it does all go together, and that is part of my plan. Part of my master plan is that I want to continue to build my platform through getting out there with online classes, with the videos that I'm doing, that kind of thing, so that then when I want to then write about some kind of broader subjects, such as maybe perhaps intuition development or spiritual development in general, then I have the platform so that I can perhaps get an agent and a traditional publishing deal, and then continue to expand my platform, right? Because then that will bring in more people to the online courses and the the one-on-one work or group coaching or whatever it is I end up
sounds exciting
doing. Like it all goes together and it all builds.
Well, I think that's important, is that I know, at least for me, I started with the traditional indie marketing, and I tried all that, and some things work a little bit, some things don't work at all, and I think you need to find different venues of where you're going to be able to find your people. Where do my people hang out? So
And I do think you just have to keep trying different things.
Mhm.
You just try different things, the things that you want to do or that you're interested in or that seem like, give that a try, seems like a good idea.
Right.
And see what happens and see what works, see what doesn't work well, and then reassess and try it again or try something a bit different and just keep trying.
Mm.
Just keep seeing, exploring and experimenting and, I spent, quite like this last year kind of focusing more on book marketing, which has been, kind of good and interesting. It's been
You've been trying like Amazon
interesting
ads and
to learn.
stuff. Is that what
Yeah,
you mean
well,
by
I've been-
marketing?
well, just kind
Paid
of
advertising?
and outreach and like distribution. Like my books are available through New Leaf now, so
Oh, that's
that
good. That's right.
yeah, so that that kind of thing. And it's just I'm seeing what works, and New Leaf keeps like ordering more books, and I'm getting some they're starting to send me some money. And so at some, I will
Money's good.
evaluate. Money's nice. I'll evaluate at some point to see, is it worth it?
Is it worth
is
the
it
time?
really?
Yeah.
Is
80-20 it.
yeah. Is it really worth it? And but you have to try it to see, right? You have to give it a try to begin with. Like doing outreach to like my books are in the bookstore at Lilydale and that kind of thing. Is it worth doing that or not? And how much of that is helpful and beneficial? So
And you have to balance that. Speaking of balance, since that's
Yeah.
what our show is originally about.
yes,
Balance that with your lifestyle and what your personal business goals are.
yes,
Personal goals and business goals.
yeah. So it's all work. It's a work in progress, a grand experiment.
It is.
Right? It's fun. So
All right.
interesting.
Well, I think River says that the show is over.
River's eating the entire contents of his diaper bag at the moment. So
Thanks for joining us, and we will see you in the sphere somewhere.
We'll see you when we see you.
Yes. Now go right
Right
now.